Hello and welcome back to Bube Trader. Today I will go through the 6 stocks that we will have earning tomorrow, and I'm going to start with Kroger. All right, Kroger short-term oversold. We can see it's here. Long-term, I think it's still it's a little bit oversold. So the momentum is slowing down. Okay, so if we look at the trend to see if we can see anything here. All right, so if we look, this is the I would say called a midterm trend line support, and you can see it has been bouncing every time it's touched the screen line, except for this time look like it's breaking down. Short term, okay, so I'm going to draw the short term trend here. Okay, so in a way, right now it's actually breaking below both of these support. That's mean even though it's oversold, it might even come down lower. But if we look right here, okay, if you look right here, look like, okay, let me zoom here instead. Okay, so here it looked like we have a bear flag, so it went down here. But for the past 4 days, it went down and then pulled back up, and down and then pull back up, and down, pull back up. So it could be telling us that it's bottoming out right now. So maybe this is the short-term bottom. Okay, so if I look and I estimate, I would say if I predict the down side is gonna go to 64 at about 40%, or maybe 35 to 40%. So it has about 60 to 65% of a bounce, and most likely, if just decent number and outlook, it might come back up to 70. So more chance of a bounce, but doesn't mean it won't come down, right? Just like I said, if you look, okay, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. You can see that from here all the way here, it has been going up. Then shortly around May to June, actually April to June, it changed the trend a little bit. It jumped after the earning, and then after that, it's slowly trending down. So if we don't get this bounce right here, mostly gonna go down to here, and then come back down to tag this orange line support of the channel, and then come back down again. So it might look like this, and then like this. The next, it will come down to probably about 58 here. So we need to keep an eye on this stock and see how it does the next, I don't know, 2-3 weeks or something like that. All right, next we have Lux Experience. Only 4 months wait. Oh, so I think I got this wrong here. All right, so we skip it and get another one. Let me see. Okay, so I guess I'll add in KMTS. Yep. Okay. All right. So next we got ADSE. So ADS Tech Energy. And so it will have earning tomorrow. All right. So look like it has been trending down. Long term is also about neutral to down. And all right, so looks like we might come up to a bounce here soon, but for short term, or even here, this is what we have. And then here we have something like this. Okay, so you can see, except for this part, most of the time it will bounce here and pull back from here. So I would expect a bounce next up to at least $10.80. Okay, at about, I would say 60%. However, it may even pull down. If the number is not good, we might see $8, about 40%. So it's still a big chance. All right, next we got Adobe. Last earning, I expected, because it was overbought here, right? So I expected a pullback to 380. It did not the first day, but eventually during the week it's actually pulled back down, hit it, come up, came back down, bounce, pull back, and moving sideways from there. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, you can see the red channel here, it broke out and come back and testing. Now this is like I would put it a green line. This and this, check it out. So this has been the support from 2019. So it is a strong support. Okay. And then you want to look at the whole chart. Every time it hit, it bounced. And it's almost like we went through the whole cycle already. And long term is over so as well. Now I am going to zoom in here. Right? I'm going to keep this for now. Remember, I put the gap here. So you can see it actually on the earning day is actually gap down and closed it. So remember this, every gap will be filled. All right, now let me chart the short-term trend. Okay. So this is short term. I'm going to go with orange. Okay. So let me take out the red. It is out of the way already. Now you can see that it tried to broke out after it bounced from this support. Okay. But it came back and attacked. I would say most likely we will have a bounce at about at least 60% to where it, I would say 3 AD4. Yeah, about 60%, 40% if the number coming pretty not good and weak outlook, we might see 333 or even lower. Okay. If we come lower, it would be 318. So either 333 or 318, but most likely 333 it will bounce when that happens. Okay, next is RH. Okay, so last time when it was here, I expected to bounce, right? And you can see it did bounce, but it ended up almost the same. Just went up a little bit. And then after that, it went sideways and slowly trending up. So you can see the trend is actually up now and no longer trending down like last time. Okay, so what's next? And you can see, remember this one right here was the gap. From this down, you can see it's already filled right here. Okay, so let's take a look. For the support, we got this. For the resistance, we got this. Okay. Short term is neutral, long term overbought. As you can see here, it's a little bit overbought. So I expect a pullback to at least 208. If not, I would say this is better support. So 208 at about 60 to 65%, 35-40%, we will come up to about 263. So it's 1 in 3, which is not a bad odd with decent outlook and number. Unless the number and outlook become weaker, we will have a pullback. All right, so more chance of pullback, but there's a chance of bounce as well. This okay, so let's say you can see it's been selling a lot, short term and long term. If we look at the level, look right here. So it actually a good support here, and we can see this candle is a reversal. It's like a hammer. So it opened from here, went back, and then pull back here. And this is also a good support level. So I'm thinking it will bounce tomorrow if the number coming decent, just decent, and outlook is neutral. Then we will have 42 at around 65%. Could be, yeah, about 65%. If it number is bad and outlook is weak, we might have it come down to probably 37 all the way to 35. So it could come down to 35. So that's like about 10% drop. So we will see. Never say never to these odds because we don't know, but there's more chance of a bounce. KMTS. Yep, tomorrow is earning. We can see it's undecided after a pullback here. Short term is neutral, a little bit overbought. Long term is still oversold if you compare to when it started in March. But let me see. At least it's trending a little bit higher here. Okay, that's the okay. So here's the trend. You can see it's trending up a little bit. So I would say it has more upside to go to probably around 20. So about $20 at about I would say 40%. And that will be about 5 to 6%. Wait, no. It will be about 10%. If the number not good, outlook is weak, we might see it come down to 16.25. At about I would say 60%, 55 to 60%. And upside we have 40 to 45%. All right, thanks for watching. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.